Andy, on Sunday, did the players set a benchmark for how you want them to perform on a weekly basis?
Sunday and on Monday night with the 8 team. Yeah, so we're pleased with both games and how the whole squad performed. And that's the beauty of being able to play 2 games over the weekend. You get to see all players start to improve their games and learn from each other. And I thought Sunday we went well, lots of room for improvement, and that's what we're working towards. But also Monday, with the way a lot of the youngsters played against a strong London RFC side, I was pleased with what we did.
Is it going to be a challenge picking a starting lineup for Friday's game?
Well, that's what you want in the end, is you want players to be pushing themselves forward, and by their performances it makes it difficult to select players. And always around selection is, if players are playing well, that's what you want. You want to be able to pick players because they're putting in very good performances, not because of injuries occurring. And I thought there was a real step up from everybody at the weekend, and now we can start to grow our game in the right way.
Yeah, and that's something you want week in, week out, isn't it? How much have Bristol come on, would you say, since in the last 12 months? You put 40 points past London Scottish last season, I recall. How much improvement has there been since then?
Well, there has been improvement, but at the start of any new season, you've got to regenerate what you're doing. You've got to start again, and in some respects, I don't think we've hit the straps that we did at the end of the season, which is probably the biggest disappointment for us, particularly at home. We've conceded a lot of points at home, whereas last year, Ashton Gate was a real fortress for us. So it's important now that we're getting the learning of how the opposition are coming and the points we're donating to them, we're giving them. And it's important we've got to stop doing that. And last week against the Scarlets, to only concede 1 try, to concede just 16 points, I thought was very good. London Scottish are a good side. They've got some quick players in Williams and Mantella, real pace. But also they've got the leading try scorer in the league over the last few years, and Bright, who carries very physically, and they're smartly coached by Peter Richards. So they've got the makings of a really good outfit. They got to the playoffs last year, so we've got to make sure we're performing at our very best. But I'm very confident in the way that the boys have responded to not only just Sunday and Monday, to how they're training this week.
Yeah, it's important not to be fooled by their recent league form. They started the season well, I think 4 league defeats in a row, but as you said, they boast lots of quality, don't they?
Yeah, most sides will go through those patches. They've only just been losing at the end of games. So if they've got confidence, if a couple of players go their way, if a referee's decision is given in their favour, they go on to win those games. So we always look at the opposition and study them, but not only that, it's important that we are able to play our game as well. And I think the boys are looking forward to getting back to Ashton Gate again and playing on that surface, which is a really fast surface.
Is there team news ahead of Friday? Any injuries? Anyone back from injury?
Well, Mitch Sheedy's back because of from suspension. We were disappointed with the suspension that he had, but he served that, and now it's for him. He's raring to go. It's great that we've got Jack Lamb and David Lemmy sort of playing last week and back fit. So there'll be a similar side to what played last week.
Yeah, when someone's on the sidelines for 6 weeks, no doubt frustrated, how do you keep their chin up? Because he likes playing games clearly, so it must have been a frustrating 6 weeks for him.
Yeah, it was, and a lesson for everybody about the protection, sort of what can happen on the rugby field and protecting the referee. So now the step for him is to use his frustration that he's had and bring that to his performance on Friday night.
You were asked about Steve on Sunday. I'm sure when there's news you'll tell me about it. How is he settling in at the club? He's been here a few weeks. We spoke to Mitch, who's said some really good things about what he's doing. How are you impressed? Is it exactly what you expected from him so far?
As not only what I expected, but more. I've been really delighted with how he's come across and how he is and the way that he conducts himself. He's a quality man. To think that I signed him as an 18-year-old, and to think what he's grown into now. He's not a set piece guru. He's bigger than that. He understands the game in terms of the attacking game, the defensive game. Phenomenal leader that he was in the teams that he captained, and just his whole persona and the way he carries himself. Been absolutely delighted, with the way that he conducts himself and what he's brought to the group. And I think it's exciting times for us, in the way that he continues to develop our team, not just about the set piece, but the understanding of the game as well.